I am.
believe
I'm
that
with the
Cedric.
tiefling right now.
All right, okay. I guess I enter the room, this place.
Okay.
Remember, Nuck can send me a message whenever.
Right. Okay, give me 1 second, Kim. Are you going to fill that?
Okay, I'm actually going to send Cedric a message.
Uh-huh.
Just letting him know that we've found the door and we're moving on. Keep defending. I'll let you know if anything happens.
I'm gonna take a moment to actually just investigate and find the doorway. So if I have to assist, I can.
Yep.
So I see it. I know where to go.
I suggest, because I assume we have all 4 skeletons back. I suggest maybe leaving. Why only 3?
There's only been 3 skeletons.
Yeah, we only had 3.
Okay, well, I suggest leaving 1 with Senric just in case, because he is poorly.
I am what?
Poorly?
You're badly beaten.
I am going to send one of the skeletons back.
I'm not used to these Scottish vocabulary.
Okay.
It's not Scottish. It's an English word. Poorly.
Okay.
You
So
perform poorly in bed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not used to this United Kingdom vocabulary.
right. Okay. Let's bring it. Let's bring us back in. Bring us back in. So, upon entering this room. Yep.
I'm sending 1 skeleton back.
1 skeleton's come back. Okay, upon entering this 10-foot wide flooded passage is braced at regular intervals of wooden beams. Old torch stubs float on the muddy water. And you also notice that heading further up the tunnel, or the way you are, this looks to be passage thing, begins to curve to the west. You do also notice that there's a door to your closed.
Okay, I am gonna go forward, and I'm gonna go past the door.
Yep.
And have a look down that corridor.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
I'm
Understood.
going to...
Oh shit.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Okay. So Bridget's doing that. What's the rest of the party doing?
I'm actually on a motion to Nonyo, and I'm gonna say I think we should investigate that door.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay, so 2 things will happen here.
Let the party.
Right, so
You're 3 foot away, come on.
right, so we'll do for right now, we'll do Senric and El Nino. Senric and El, and then we'll come back to you, Bridget.
I'm Craven.
Sorry, Craven. No, Senric's Craven. Okay, you approach this door. Do you open it, or do you... you open the door? Okay. You've opened the door. So, upon opening the door, you notice that this room is partially flooded with skeletal, what looks to be animated human skeletons moving around the water.
Oh.
Upon opening the door, they turn to you and begin to walk toward, and begin to move towards you.
Wonderful.
One of them, maybe?
I am going to say... Halt was your master command.
You say, okay, they don't stop.
What was
I'm going to turn to one of my skeletons. I'm going to be like, you tell them to halt.
Okay, so one of the skeletons come in, makes it into this room. It tells them to halt. They don't stop.
Oh shit.
I'm going to say, my skeleton soldiers, prepare to destroy your own kind.
Sure. Okay.
Fight.
Okay. 1 sec. Okay.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the southern one.
Okay. So. Okay. As the skeletons get closer and closer to you, they all of a sudden stop.
Oh,
So, all right. So, have I been sent a message?
No,
at
you have
any
not
point
been
in
sent.
time?
Nope, not been sent a message.
Okay.
not,
Cool.
not yet. I'll let
So,
you know.
Craven, you notice that as the skeletons get close to your one, they're about five. They're, in a sense, they're all about starting to be around. You notice that they stop.
Okay.
As they stop, you notice them start to shake and collapse into the water.
Okay.
You know, I'm
Not
confused.
gonna lie.
I'm gonna send my undead out of there now.
Yeah.
Just so it doesn't happen to him.
So you're on your walks out.
Yep. So I'm gonna command him outside.
Mhm.
I'm actually gonna tell them to go defend Bridget. Go help Bridget.
So one
Both.
defending Bridget, both are with Bridget.
I'm then gonna walk into this room.
Okay, upon walking into the room, the water's calm. Walking around, you walk over one of the corpses of Scotland, not noticing you kick it. In a sense, you kind of kick it.
Mm.
Nothing happens.
Oh,
Okay. Is there anything in this little alcove to my right?
No, it's just an alcove that leads to a dead end. Okay, so while you are in this room, Bridget,
Yes.
when heading north and looking round the corner to the west,
Yeah.
you notice that beyond the hall, in a sense where you're in, is a flooded chamber that opens up with a roughly kind of carved out step climbing from the south. You can ascend climbing. You can notice it comes down, but you also notice that in the middle of this room there is like an island, and on this island is a fairly big buff man standing in a circle. He is kind of, in a sense, on his knees being attacked, and you can see him taking a beating from what looks to be another person just whacking at him in a sense of a dagger, just going stabbing. You just see the arms of someone stabbing this person. This person is like, they are taking it and is to try to defend himself, but he's on his knees nearly.
Okay, I'm just gonna stand and watch, but I am gonna ready my bow.
Yep.
Should
So-
this big beefy man come towards me in an attack, or if this other person comes to me in an attack.
Okay, that's fine. So
Basically, if they come at me with their weapons raised, I'm shooting them.
sure, that's fine. But right now, this in a sense big hunk of a man with a club, he's standing down, but you can see he's kind of on his knees nearly, and these daggers are just going off him. El Nino and Craven, nothing. Skeletons. You walk through the water, and you just kind of like walk around kicking it. Nothing's happening.
Oh, it doesn't sound like there's anything in this room. I say we go meet back up with Bridget.
Okay, so you meet up with Bridget.
what is going on? What the fuck?
So-
I look at them when they arrive, and I'm just like, I am not getting involved.
Okay,
It's a game.
so you now turn the corner and see quite clearly this center of this room, this island, a very large hulk of a man with a club is taking blows from a person with a dagger.
Oh, I'm gonna wait and see who wins first.
It's gonna be murdered.
Bridget.
I don't know who's the good guy and who's the bad guy here, so I don't want to shoot the wrong person. Therefore, I'll just wait until
Yes,
one of them
Bridget.
dies. What?
90% of the we've fought in here have used daggers.
Yeah, but this person here could be the unfortunate one who's not a bad guy that just happens to have daggers. I mean, we have our own guy that has daggers. Do you want me to start shooting him with arrows?
She's right. I do have daggers.
So, Lieutenant, you're not. Lieutenant, you're not
We haven't
here.
seen you yet.
I know I'm not
Right.
here, but I'm saying
So,
character.
what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm actually gonna slowly make my way towards them.
Okay,
Very
you
carefully.
slowly. Are you stealthing? Or are you just outright walking?
You know what? I'm going to stealth.
Okay.
I'll do the same.
Stealth
I'll do that
check. Oh my Christ.
next time. Okay.
Mhm.
What about me?
Okay.
What's that?
10. Okay, so you make your way. How far do you? So you just keep walking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay,
move up.
So
I'll be like here. One second.
okay, about there. Okay, so upon reaching here, you notice that the figure that is attacking the male stops fighting and looks at you and looks at the alpha mucking man, looks at you and is like, allies of yours, I see. Very well. I shall deal with them as well. And
Would I have heard this from a way
yeah,
up?
you would hear this.
Okay.
And looks very well. I will deal with these as well. I need you to roll initiative.
Do I roll as well?
Yeah,
Or no?
give me a second. I need to do manual stuff here.
See,
As,
this is why I waited, because I could have just fired an arrow at the big guy and he would have been
Don't
dead.
send me,
That
don't,
only makes sense.
don't roll yet. I'm not, everyone, because you're in different locations, I need to select you all weirdly. Right, now roll.
Roll.
I am going to just quickly be like, fight starting.
Did I get a nat 20 on initiative?
Yeah.
Damn. I'm like, I'm coming, guys.
Yeah. So I've just sent Rick a message saying fight's
Okay.
starting.
So, you would get that off right before initiative starts. So, Senek, you have just been told this.
So
Okay.
how far can I move? Like what? Like
Your
30
maximum
feet?
movement, 30 feet.
Okay, so this is 5.
Each square is fine.
That's
square's
15,
5 feet.
so that's 20.
Yep.
And then I can move another 10.
You can use your bonus action. You can use your action here to do double movement, so you can move another 30 feet, but you will not have an action.
That's fine.
So,
10 and then hold on. That's 20, right? Right here?
mhm,
Right here's 20. Okay, cool.
that's as far as you'll get. Okay, you've got a bonus action, but that's it.
I'm basically sprinting.
Yeah, you're in a sense, you've just heard Craven go, shit's hit the fan, get here now, and you've instantly just ran. Okay. Next, the skeleton next to you, Bridget, looks at you, Craven, and begins to make his way towards you. And gets to here, and asks,
Cheeks better not fucking betray us.
and looks at you, Craven, and like, I looking at you, assuming that something's going on, looks at the two people there and looks at you. In a sense, like, what am I meant to do here?
What does?
I am going. I am going to point to the very creepy cultist-looking guy,
Mhm.
who is the one that's directly threatened us.
Mhm.
And I'm just going to say, focus your attacks on him.
You see them nod, and it moves to here, as far as it will get. The next skeleton behind you, Bridget, will begin to make its way up and get behind you, Craven. Won't get any further than that, but that's as far as it will get. No, in fact, it will use its action to get itself here, and that's that. Bridget, you're up.
Okay, well now hearing that the other person is the bad person,
Mhm.
I'm gonna move up.
Yep.
And and I'm immediately gonna fire at the bad bitch.
The bad bitch. Understood?
Bad bitch. Where is?
$13. That is a miss. So as you fire your bow and stuff, the water here is quite thick and muddy. You kind of slightly move, you lose your footing in the water and fire. As you let go, the bolt of your bow just goes straight past them.
Well, damn.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. El Nino, you're up.
I am going to go to about. I'm going to use my movement. It's in water, isn't it? So it's half speed.
Yeah. I actually forgot that, but you're right.
Oh, so did I.
It's fine. I forgot about that.
I mean, it's about here.
Hmm?
5, 15, yeah. And then I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on the cultist with an eye.
Sure.
So she has to save Wisdom save on a 13. Anything lower than she
Succeeds. It succeeds.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration on Craven.
Craven, he's got Bardic Inspiration. Understood. Okay.
Sweet.
The hunched gentleman taking the beating and goes and shoves, in a sense, with all his might, shoves this person in front of him and manages to shove him a good 10 feet out of the way, and he kind of falls on his backside. He goes, enough of this. You will not do what my mother done. You will not betray me like my mother did. And kind of gets himself up, but kind of slumps over.
I'm gonna sort of stare at them for a minute
Yep.
with those words.
That sounds like a trip to the psychologist
The
office.
cultist kind of stands, gets back to his feet, and kind of goes, enough of this. I have more intriguing things to deal with. I will leave you to your allies. And then you see him make his way this way.
That bitch.
Okay. I will keep the initiative right now.
Your
Because-
mother is a cunt and your father's a whore.
In a sense, we'll keep the initiative active for the moment. Craven, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna immediately run around this goddamn corner.
Okay, so you make your way around that corner. It's 20 feet. Double movement,
That's
remember?
15.
Yep.
That's 15.
Okay.
I'm then going to turn to our quote unquote ally here.
Yep. So, seeing you move in, he kind of puts his arm up. He says, "Stop! Stop! You won't defeat him alone."
Oh no, I wasn't planning on it just yet, but I was making my way around that corner.
Wait, I wish to assist you. And you can see.
State your name and explain yourself.
Okay. You kind of see him. He's like, my name is Martlock.
I immediately almost make a growling sound at the name.
The owner, the god, or the...
The owner. Motherfuckers. It says, you can kind of see it's out of breath. It says, I was betrayed. These assassins conspired with my brother. Kill me. Says, if you didn't come along, I would have been dead. I owe you my life. And you can see he's like struggling to, in all intents and purposes, he is badly damaged here. He's bleeding and stuff.
I'm going to be straight up honest. I go, considering what we've heard about you so far, might have been best if we got here too late.
This is. He kind of looks at you and he says, and now that you can see him stand, he kind of gets on his feet. You can see him standing. This is a Hulk, like a tank, right?
As big as me.
He's massive, right? He's about the size of you, El Nino. I'll send you. I'll show you the picture just so you get an instance of how massive this person is.
Where are you showing us this?
Probably pop up on the screen any minute now.
Oh, Jesus.
This is a Hulk of a
What's up with his face?
Hulk of a gentleman. You've noticed that one side of his face is badly scarred and stuff. Very, very badly scarred. And he says, I understand this. He says,
I'm immediately I'm going to cut him off. And I'm immediately going to noticing his face. Say, well, I can see how your mother betrayed you.
this is my.
I mean, he seems like an alright guy.
This is. He kind of looks at you and says, "This is my mother. She's an evil, evil bitch. She never loved me. She told me to run this. You kind of look this place for her and stuff. She's an evil woman. She's one of the. She kind of looks and says her name. She's one of the. Her name is Duchess Van Vampure. She kind of says that she is one of the 3 remaining members of the Council of 4, which governs Baldur's Gate. She instructed me to run this place for her. He says I had no intention, but it was either do as she says or she would have killed me. He says,
and it appears they issued the kill order either way.
Either my mother or one of my brothers issued the kill order. It says they're all evil. None of them will ever liked me and stuff. I was like, as you would say, the outcast of the family. She told me to run the bathhouse above as a cover for the dead free. Says my family has been paying the dead free cultists to murder people in the city. Their goal is to prove that the Flaming Fist couldn't do their job. It says once the city stopped paying them, the Flaming Fist would have no less reason to stay in Baldur's Gate. With them gone, no one could stand in the way of my mother becoming the city's next Duke. It was her plan. She wanted to become the Duke. It said that she, in her way of Baldur's Gate, I noticed one day when she was talking that she said that Baldur's Gate would share the same fate as Elturel and be dragged into the 9 hells. It says, I don't know what she meant with that, but she was discussing it with one of my brothers.
Well, from what we've heard, there's nothing left of Elturel but a hole. So
he kind of looks and he says, I have heard that. It says, but I would believe that with my own eyes. So, Senric, by now you've caught up to them, so you've got to where they are. And you're seeing this Hulk of a man standing there.
So, isn't a female Duke a Duchess?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, sorry. Yeah, shush. Leave me alone! Well, actually, no. In the sense, no. So, in the
You
sense
need to say
of...
Duchess. I've got it in my notes. Duchess Vampire.
But in a sense, he said
she's
the next Grand
She's one of the lesser
Duke.
of the council. She's not
The
the ruler.
So she wants to become the ruler, and when the ruler of Baldur's Gate is called the Duke of Baldur's Gate, the Grand Duke. That's what they called it. And you know that the Grand Duke currently is that was the Grand Duke before he left, and you were told by the captain was Aldgard Ravengard, the person that went to Elturel as it disappeared.
Okay. I still think it would be Grand Duchess at that point.
technically would,
Technically
but
it is, but in the lore of D&D, and then this part, that's what they're called.
Yeah.
Anyhow, moving on. He looks at you and is like, you kind of see him get to his feet. He says, "This is allow me to assist you in dealing with this stuff. I want nothing to do with it."
I'm just
Can
gonna.
I just step up to him and look around at what he's got equipped and all that kind of stuff?
You step up to him. He, upon doing so, he kind of looks at you and goes, "This is what do you want?" Small thing, and kind of pushes you.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a brave thing to do as a man at blowjob height.
He says, how about we forge an alliance of sorts? I'll help you deal with that. I'll help you deal with that man in exchange for anonymity and allow me to leave. It says, I'm done with this. I'm done with my family. I'm done with Baldur's Gate. I just want to leave here. It says, my face,
Yeah,
as
so-
you can see him point, he touches his face. It says, this was my mother's doing. I says, I'm done. This was the final
I'm so-
straw.
I'm just gonna whisper. Ha! Knew it.
He kind of looks at his. Do we have?
You have any way of healing yourself, making sure you're.
He kind of
Top shape before you leave.
stands, and you hear like it clicks as he clicks some of the bones. He says, "I'll be fine." He says,
I'm
Resume.
just gonna say. So your final goal
"Mm-hmm.
is to leave Baldur's Gate and have nothing to do with this cult ever
I'm
again.
done. I'm done."
Inside.
Sure, roll.
I asked him,
Go, go.
you got any money that would incentivize us to let you free?
Excuse me. He's got no money. You can collect. He kind of looks at you and says, "I don't have any money." Craven, he's telling you the truth. He's
Okay.
in a sense he wants to leave Baldur's Gate, but I believe you believe from looking at him, it's more fear than
Okay.
not of you, but of his. From what he's been talking about, like we had fear of his mother and his brothers.
Okay, I'm gonna say we'll help you on one condition.
He looks at you.
So we're here on a mission from the captain of the guard.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're done here,
Mm-hmm.
if you're lucky enough to survive, and I really hope you,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna tell him everything.
Okay. He looks at you.
And we'll recommend that you leave the city and do as you wish.
Okay. Upon saying this, he looks at you and says, if I go to that captain, I'm as better off as being dead. It says, my mum has allies everywhere. It says, this captain of yours may be one of them, may not be, but if I go there, I will not make out alive. It
Then I
says,
said to him,
my-
spell the- oh.
It says, my eldest brother, Frostwell, uses imps as spies throughout the city. It says, he has them one at the bathhouse under his surveillance and stuff, so he probably has seen you coming this way. But if he sees me, if he would relay information to my mother. If I go anywhere near that captain, if you take me to your captain, I'm as better off being dead. It says, once I'll assist you here, and once I'm done, I will vanish. I will also tell you where my
Listen,
mother and my brother is, and you can relay that information, but I can't go anywhere near any people of authority.
listen.
So I say to him, then tell us everything that you know to us, and we will relay that.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
What was your name?
Murtlock.
Okay, Mortlock. You will speak to this captain.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that sent us to destroy this cult.
Mm-hmm.
So I highly doubt he's on their side. We will do our best to organize a way for it to be done as discreetly as possible. But
Mhm.
in the current state of the city, you would need his permission to leave. Anyway.
He looks at you and he goes, he says, I wouldn't need his permission to leave. He says, I have contacts and people that can get me on a ship and smuggle me out of Baldur's Gate in an instant. It says, I understand that you wish me to go and speak to this captain, but if I leave here and she notices I'm heading to someone of authority.
Oh,
I'm dead.
We'll sort that. We'll sort that out.
Okay.
We'll have him come to us.
Okay. Sure.
We'll have the captain come to us. Not the other way around.
Okay. He looks at you and says, you know what? Says, whatever. I'll help you here and stuff, and that's that. It says, I understand this, but it says, there's nothing more I can do to convince you. Since this, I'll tell you this right now, upon me stepping out of this building with you, I will probably be killed. There's no way I will make it to sunrise. I'm a dead man walking. So with that, he kind of looks at you and says,
Modluck.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why we're the ones sent on this mission.
Mm-hmm.
We're basically dead walking.
Mm-hmm. He looks at you and says, you have no idea what use have stumbled into.
I kind of like firmly grasp him and he's like, you have no idea. And I stare him straight in the eye. Serious as possible.
He
I'm
looks
at eye level with him.
Yeah. He looks at you as not, and I said isn't shaken. He stands there as tough as anything and says, listen, I'm probably not going to make it out here, but do you know what? Fuck it. I'll take my family down with me. He then kind of says,
straight away, I'm just going to go, that's the spirit.
He kind of goes and looks at you and says, here's what I know. It says, my mother, one of the remaining Furials of Baldur's Gate, insisted that the Grand Duke visits Elturel. In a sense, to tie relationships and make them better between Baldur's Gate and Elturel. But she had other plans. Stuff from what you said and from what I've heard, Elturel's vanished. All of I assume is help that my mother's doing, but she says that Baldur's Gate, as you've already told you, is to serve the same fate and be dragged down into the 9 hells. It says, my mother, she would be normally in her villa in Baldur's Gate. She normally would stay there. And it says, if you have a map, I'll happily show you. It says, normally my eldest brother is with her. He's the one that, in a sense, gathers information with his imps, but also lights the dark arts, shall we say. My middle brother, or as I said, even the youngest, my middle brother, he likes to operate out of a tavern called the Low Lantern.
Ooh.
He's very, what's the word that you would pronounce this? Very persuasive when it comes to people. He's able to get his own way, whether that be with bribery or having something on them. He says he's very good at loaning them money and charging them very large interest rates. All of them together, nasty bunch. But they never treated me with any respect. They never let me do what I wanted. So do you know what? They can all rot in hell for all I care. And then he kind of looks at you and says, I suggest we move along as quickly as possible. that gentleman there will be doing some weird stuff in the room directly to the north. Says that is what?
What? Nothing.
That's more of like a shrine or a focal point for these dead free, as they would call it. It says there's statues of each of them there, and each of them, in a sense, has some sort of connection. But I suggest we move quickly.
I'm gonna point over here
Mm-hmm.
and just ask him what's on that platform over there.
Okay. You point to that platform. He says, he looks at it and it says, obviously, it's a short flight of stairs that lead to a single chamber with 4 padlocked wooden chests piled in the middle. He looks there and he goes, that there is some treasure that they had stole, that the dead free have stolen. They, from what I've heard, took it from a place, and all the heard is this treasure of Talmat, Tiamat. From what I know, it's people that he kind of looks at this. He kind of looks at this. They were talking about chaotic evil worshippers of some sort. They thought it would help some stuff, but other than that,
So you can get them open.
he's gonna pick. So I would say that upon hearing you saying that, can you get them open? You see Murloc kind of go. It says there's no need to try and open them. It says the idiots decided to give me the key and hand you a set of keys. It says take what you wish. I don't care. I just want this to be done.
So I'm gonna slowly start walking over to the chests,
Mm-hmm.
and as I walk past him,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, so we either succeed or get sent to the 9 hells.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. Luckily, the hells don't frighten. And then I say, in abyssal, whatsoever.
Anyone here speak Abyssal? Pretty sure no one does other than you.
It's Kim.
Let me look.
I'm back.
Nope.
Welcome back.
So what's this treasure that he spoke of? Because I want it.
Let's find out. I have the key. I open the chests.
Sure. You open the chest. So,
I take it all.
I'm opening the chest. I'm gonna divvy it up.
roll up.
okay. So,
Dexterity.
I do my best to be fair, dude. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
so on the first chest, the first chest they open holds around 4,500 copper pieces. You can't carry this all. And 2 red crystal vials with gold stoppers. Each roughly approximately 25 gold pieces each.
Wait, hold on. So the crystal vials, they're just vials. There's nothing in
Red crystal vials with a gold stopper. So it's a crystal vial with a red liquid inside it.
Okay. Can we roll to see if we know what's in there?
There's no
By
label.
looking
There's
at it?
no way to know unless you get it and checked.
But can we roll perception to
This is
maybe get a roundabout idea of
Nope.
what it is?
no.
Okay.
Yep.
Straight up.
You might have to
Mortlock.
need chemistry. or
Mortlock.
something.
Yep.
Are you aware of what's in these vials?
He kind of looks
Good
at it and says, I
idea.
have no idea. He says they said it was like, it will help focus the gods, this treasures, it'll focus them in. They never told me anything, they just filled it with this shite that they brought back and didn't tell me anything.
I was gonna say, if it was healing, I'd offer to heal you up a bit with it.
I turn to him and I say, how are you gonna run this shindig and not know what the hell is here?
He looks at you and says, did it
Doesn't really
look
have a
like
choice.
I was running this properly, like I had no choice in the matter? As you seen,
Okay,
I was
so we
attacked and stuff. Okay, so that's the first chest. The second chest
Cool.
contains 10 eye ingots. They're called AGATS, approximately 10 gold pieces each, scattered amongst what looks to be 1,225 gold pieces. Again, you can't carry that all.
So how much can we take from this? If we were going to take something,
Right.
how much can we carry?
So the way this would work is you can't carry all this, right?
Clearly.
Yeah.
That's a lot of shit, a lot of coins. You could carry the chest with the coins in it. You can't, in a sense, take all the coins and start filling it in your coin pouches. There's no way, right? There's no way.
But
I
if
start
we were
carrying the gold chest.
wait, if we were
Uh-huh.
to carry the coins, how many coins could we take each? Like, what would be the limits to how many gold coins we could carry?
Well, they're not gold coins. They're, in a sense, of each.
They're equivalent to gold of that value, right?
Because you said one was copper and the second one you said was gold coins.
Nope, silver.
Right.
Oh,
okay.
silver.
Copper
Silver.
pieces
But
and
of
silver
the-
pieces.
So
Okay.
I want to pick up the chest with silver, or basically the highest value amount of, or the highest value coins, and I'm gonna carry that with me.
I'll tell you right now, it's going to be an effort.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll drop it if we have a fight,
Third,
and then I'll
third
pick it back up after.
third chest.
So it's not down to how many you can carry, it comes down to weight is the issue here. So the third chest. This contains a porcelain dragon mask, approximately 25 gold pieces, resting on a bed of 2,400 copper pieces and 500 silver pieces inside this chest.
Okay.
And the final chest contains a bronze crown with 5 spires coming off of it, like fire-like stuff coming off it. Each of rocks with approximate value of 250 gold pieces. Each of the spires is shaped and painted in and then assembled one of the 5 like kinds of the chromatic dragons, so like black, blue, green, red, and white. The crown on its own weighs 2.5 pounds. That's all it's in that
Alright,
chest.
grab that one.
Okay, so you take the crown. So like you've got the crown.
Yeah, because you said they're what, 250 each? How many crowns are in there?
No, there's one crown. On that crown attached to it are like, in a sense, imagine a crown with dragon heads coming off of it. In each of the dragon heads is like a gem of sorts. Those gems are kind of like shaped, and some of them are like the dragons are painted their eyes and stuff. That, so if you were to take the dragon off, the dragons can come off if need be. Each of them, the dragons are in a sense made out of bronze, very well carved, with a gem inside them. All that in total, so the dragon part and the gem is worth 250 gold pieces, and there's 5 of them
There's 5 of them.
attached to this crown.
Okay, so I grab that one because that's the least weight with the
So you
highest
can
value.
you can carry that. What the other 3
I'm actually-
chests?
I'm going to grab the porcelain mask and those 2 red vials.
So make you need to make a note somewhere that you've got them.
And then we all sailed to Golden Sands Outpost to sell our loot.
Okay, what else?
What else is in that last one? Sorry.
The chest for it was just that crown.
Okay.
So, alright, so you want me to add that to my inventory? What do you want me to mark it as?
Just make a note somewhere right now that you have that, like on a note document or something. Just that you have that.
You act like I'm that organized.
Okay.
Hold on.
Anything else?
I have a stained piece of paper plate.
Anything
so it was
else?
a porcelain. It was a porcelain or ceramic dragon mask, right?
So, was it a mask or a crown that I grabbed?
You grab the crown. It's a decorated porcelain dragon's mask on our bed of, and I said sitting on top of all the copper and silver pieces.
You said the value was 250 per gem, and there's 5 gems.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that's
1,250.
Yeah.
50 value
Okay.
in gold.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you're taking from these chests? I will let you know right now. You are going to struggle to carry these chests by yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one's worth the most?
Probably the one with the crowns.
Well, the crown you can carry. You've got that. That's empty now.
Oh.
That chest is empty.
Okay.
So you've got what's left is one that's filled with 4,500 copper pieces, one that contains 10 ingots amongst 1,250 silver pieces. Those ingots are worth 10 gold each. There's another one that has. The final chest has 2,400 copper pieces and 500 silver pieces.
That
I'll
iron
do the one
ingot's
with,
got like
I'll do
100
the one
gold.
with the silvers, the lots
Wait.
of silver in it.
The one with the silver and the ingots.
Yeah.
I'm going to command 2 of my skeletons to carry it in tandem.
Oh, good idea.
Your skeletons will walk up.
So one on each side of the chest.
Will attempt to lift it. They can lift it barely.
Really? Even with 2 of them?
They're barely lift it, as you can see the bones and their joints start to stretch and crack.
Okay, I'm gonna command the 3rd one to help.
The 3rd one will come and assist, and they can lift it. In a sense, they can lift it, but with what they're made of, like bone. They're made of like fragile bones, that sort of thing. The weight gets them more easily. Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna have the 3 of them carry that for me.
3 of them will carry that.
Which one are they carrying? Which one?
The one with the ingots and silver.
Okay.
Martologus, are we done? Are you done here? It says, I know this. I'm not saying this bad, but that can wait. The guy up there could be doing shit that we don't want to be happening right now.
I agree with that.
I turn to him
Okay.
and I say, yeah, but money.
Okay. So, with that being said, this is up to yous.
Yes.
Do you want to finish this tonight and complete this, or do you want to come back to this again the next time we play and continue?
I mean,
kinda wanna
it's gonna be like 2 weeks away, probably.
So I will let you know that you're approximately got another, say, hour
That's. I'd
finish
play
this.
for another 3.
to finish this.
I can do the extra hour.
Uh-huh.
I'm just letting you know that it's gonna be another 2 weeks.
So, if that's said, we'll take a break right now.
Okay.
If you want to. For the sole reason is that I need a drink, and I want to feed my cat now as well. So, if you wish to complete this, we can complete it. And if Kim's back, we'll let her know, but I'll take control of Kim's character if need be. Right. So, we will take a break. We'll take a longer break, about 10 15 minutes, to grab a bite of tea, grab a drink, and we'll finish this part tonight. So, you're about, give or take, an hour to finish. And that will complete this. So, when we return, we shall continue the adventure.